Hey Flooring Pros, welcome back. Have you ever been searching? Let's say you really like Nike basketball shoes. Have you ever, let's say you're looking for some new basketball shoes and you go on Google and you type in best Nike basketball shoes, something like that, right? And you peruse around a little bit and you look at, Nike's website, obviously. You might even go to Amazon, maybe some resellers, things like that, and you don't buy yet. You're like, I'm still kind of in research mode. I'm looking around, but I don't want to make a buying decision yet. And so you click away. You go make some dinner, you hang out with the family, and then you get back on your phone after dinner. You're just kind of relaxing, and on your phone you go to Instagram, and there, lo and behold, the first ad that pops up: 2024 Nike basketball shoes. Shop now. Learn more, right? And then you're like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, then you go on there, you peruse around a little bit more. They show you some specific items they think you might like, but you're like, I don't know, I'm not quite there yet. So you hop off that, and then you go to TikTok, right? Let's say you're on TikTok, you like to go on there, and then man, you start to see all these videos of Nike basketball shoes and all these different options and influencers showing off the best Nike basketball shoes. And you're like, man, what is going on here? Nike is just hit me from all angles, and I cannot get away from these people. The tracking and stuff, right? That's always a big topic nowadays, especially when it comes to privacy. That's another topic, though. But anyway, what is Nike doing there, right? Nike is one of the best companies in the world, one of the best companies ever. What are they doing in that time? Like, of course, they're leveraging, the data and things like that. But what is the overarching strategy that they are trying to do? They're trying to be omnipresent. That's what that is. So they're essentially they don't just have their website and they're just kind of waiting for you to come to their website. But what do? What does Nike do? They've got ads everywhere. They run TV commercials. They're on Facebook, Instagram. They're making content. They have different athletes that, obviously are on these commercials and showing off their stuff. And you see them literally everywhere, right? Now, does Nike need to do that? Like, everybody knows who Nike is. Like, they don't need to advertise that much on every single platform because they're Nike, right? Same for Apple, Adidas, all the big companies in the world. But why do they do that? Now, there's a lot of different things that you can take from Nike as a flooring company. And there's so many, just amazing takeaways that, you can apply to your company. And so one of the first things here I wanted to go over is that, they're on every platform, right? And so by being on every platform, what are they doing? They're casting all these different fishing lines. So you can do the same for your flooring company. And that's what you need to do. Is you don't want to just rely on one thing, but you want to make sure that you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're running ads on there to generate leads. You're running Google ads to generate phone calls. You're working on you got a really good SEO optimized website, and you're really working on the SEO to get your organic ranking up. Maybe you're on TikTok posting content, even running some paid ads on there to generate leads. You've got a great referral system set up. You got some great power partnerships set up, maybe with flooring stores or with builders or with contractors or real estate agents, whatever it is. This is outside of digital too. But essentially, you're present everywhere. That's the idea. And so the more fishing lines you can cast as a flooring company, that's when you're going to have the most success. And that leads me kind of the second thing is that when people are seeing you everywhere, it increases trust and it increases authority. Because if they see your flooring company everywhere, right? And then they see this one random flooring company pop up maybe on Facebook and that's it. Which one do you think they're going to trust more, think has more authority, has more relevance? It's going to be yours, right? And so, a lot of your competitors aren't doing this. They're not trying to be omnipresent. They might just be doing one thing really well, which is not bad. And that kind of leads me to the second, or the kind of the last third thing here, is that it provides a lot of great long-term growth, but it also provides, and I love this one, it provides insurance, right? And so what I mean by providing insurance is, let's say, Facebook gets shut down tomorrow, right? Probably not going to happen, but there's probably been crazier things in the world that has happened, right? But you wake up tomorrow, Facebook is shut down. That means Instagram shut down because Facebook owns Instagram. Facebook as a company, they got to shut down the whole shop or whatever. Cyber attack happens, who knows? But Facebook, Instagram are down. And let's say your flooring company really relies on Facebook, Instagram advertising to generate leads. Again, not a bad thing, but in those kind of big scenarios like that, it gets shut down. Then what happens to your lead generation? Your lead generation goes away. You don't have any leads. You don't have any way to get appointments. And you're not getting jobs. You have no revenue, no sales, right? And so you're going to struggle really badly. Then you're going to try and scramble and try and find a new solution. And that's not a healthy way to conduct your business, to conduct your lead generation efforts. Now, let's say you're the Omnipresent flooring company and you're everywhere, right? You do Facebook, Instagram, you got Google ads, your SEO is really good. You're on TikTok, maybe Pinterest, you got all the different things running, right? Maybe even some TV, whatever it is, radio. I've heard, that can work well too. But let's say Facebook, Instagram gets shut down. That's okay. We've got Google ads going. We're getting phone calls from that. Our TV ads are killing it. We're doing just fine. We're still getting store visits or whatever it is, right? So my whole point is it gives you this insurance policy in a way, and it allows you to sleep better at night, honestly, because, who wants to just, you don't want to be this, stool that's on one leg, right? Think of a chair or a stool that just has one leg on it. Like that, it's going to fall over, right? That's essentially what you're doing if you just rely on one thing. And if you just rely on referrals and word of mouth, you're in this camp too. I know what you might say, oh, it's not advertising, it's not marketing, but it is. Somebody's marketing for you. You're not doing it yourself. That's the difference. Referrals is just somebody speaking about your business and what you do and essentially providing an offer for your services on your behalf to their neighbor or to somebody they know. It's marketing, right? And so, but let's say you have a couple guys that mess up your jobs and your referrals kind of go away because you get your last few customers are kind of, pissed off. And so, and that stuff happens, right? Your company's not perfect. Things are going to happen. But what I'm saying is you want to be able to be omnipresent for these kind of reasons right here. It's going to increase that trust and authority. People are going to eventually buy from you, and it gives you that insurance that provides long-term growth. Honestly, that's kind of the result. So really try and make it your goal to become the omnipresent flooring company, because you're going to be way better off as opposed to just relying on one thing or two things. It's going to increase sales. It's going to increase the overall likability of your company. All these good things, right? So that's all I got today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.